Hi everyone, this is Hugo and I am the founder and main artist of Rendimension. Today we will be talking about bar and lounge that we prepare for project in a building that will be placed in the highest floor of that building. So the interesting part of this project also will be the interior decoration. Well, for this project, we initially received some AutoCAD floor plans, as always. Here we are. These plans, as you can see now, there are no really complete. So, well, we only have general furniture, general layout of the places, and actually this is enough for us and to work for any kind of project, because this is something that some clients ask us if we need to receive a very complete full set of documentation for prepare a project, and the answer is no. In fact, we can go from a simple layout with some generic information about the concept, the architectural space, and during the process we can start working together with you in the development of the project. Here we have one of the parts in the project that we have to develop. So these notes were provided by the client, as the number 2 and the number 1 were the possible angle views for the renderings. Now we are seeing some details that the client wants to check on the image and in the results. So the ceiling concept, the same for this kind of living, and some furniture. This is another option for a rendering viewpoint, and here we have the layout for the bar. So we can see here we're gonna have a piano, some chairs with small tables, and at the center we're gonna have the long bar shape, this is an organic shape, and some of the first proposal for decorations. In this part we received more information about the furniture, the style. This is very important in all the projects, as you can give us the model of the piece of the furniture, and also if you want to modify the fabrics or the finishes, we need to get the samples, but no need physical samples, just we need a photo or a website link from your supplier. This is our first drafter that we share with the client. In this part, this is only the model. You are seeing the 3D model, and as you can imagine, we have no work at all in the materials, in the colors, and we just have the basic shapes of the model. But this is very important on all the process, because from this early stage of the rendering, the clients can see and give us feedback and markups or any corrections that they could see. That means that we can save time, because you don't have to wait until the final result to realize that something went wrong during the process. So this is one of the ways that we try to work always. So constantly sending you updates, progress, and in contact with you almost every day. Here is another note from the client. In this picture we can see the general idea about what he thinks and about what could be on the bar area. Actually, this is a real picture of the site. This is the current situation, and this is our result. Same as the previous rendering that we saw, it's only the 3D shape with architectonic elements and some of the general global illumination to the scene. This is a specification for a carpet to use on the bar zone. You can see here we just received a kind of a PDF with some notes and the brand and the supplier. With that information is enough for us to prepare and reproduce on all the scene. This is another thing that I wanted to share with you, that in the bar we had to put on special chandeliers, some custom chandeliers, and the only information that we have some of the client was a picture of it. So we don't have model, we don't have supplier, we don't have vendor, we don't have anything and specifications. So what we did here is to get the model and the design of these fixtures just from the photograph. Was totally custom, and yes, it was a little bit complicated, but at the end we could get the result. Let's see the first rendering, the bar. So now, as you can see, we have now applied the materials. We have some colors. Also here it is, the chandelier shape that I showed you in the previous page. Also here it is, the carpet. You could see a very small piece as a sample of the carpet, but right now you have seen applied on all these. This is another camera position. If you remember at the beginning of the presentation, I show you some cameras options. So this is the first option, and also we share with the client. So we let the client decide which option would be better to present their project. As always, during all the process, we receive feedback and markups from the client. This is a very important part of the process to create a rendering, the communication with the clients. So this project was not the exception, and I'm going to share with you now some of the markups that we got after we received the renderings. So here you see the rendering that we prepare and many notes from the client. This is totally normal in a process of the rendering, because you have to remember that in the rendering we are building, we are making the complete project in computer. So everything that you will see here will be built in the reality. So it of course is less time that the builder can have to prepare the final project, but we have many things to adjust, many things to make revisions, because any details that will be showing the rendering will be reflected on the reality. So this is totally normal in all the process. Here we have some notes about the existing pendants in the soffit, some real photo of the back part of the bar, the size or scale about the flooring marble, and another notes of this lounge part of the renderings. And, well, at the end, now it's time to show you the final results of the renderings. And this is the first part. This is the final of the lounge area. So if you remember, at the first part we only received the CAD file with some furniture represented, and that's all. After we prepare the architectural space in black and white, and after that we add materials, colors, and during that process also we receive the information for the bookshelf, the inspiration notes about the lighting, and some even we can add some interesting parts that could make alive this image, as could be news, as some sports game in the TVs, whatever you think that could be helpful to show your project. And this is the final result for the bar. If you remember, at the first part we just have all complete with the carpet. At the end was some part just carpet, and the other part we use the same old marble floor. We keep it, and we follow all the markups provided by the client. Same for the lighting specifications. So at the end we can create any project that you need, any idea, any shape, and this is the best part of it. So there's no limit to create the 3D, and will be very helpful during the construction process, or even during the market process. So this is all for now, and see you on the next project.